Can we get a mic to Emmanuel? Emmanuel, how do we get free, my friend?
Like we acknowledged before, we have too much information coming in from every single direction, and we have nothing to do with it. We see these mobilizations all around, and what do we have to show for it? And I think that people feel that dissonance inside, that we don't have an outlet that makes a structural change. We can call our reps a million times. If it takes 6 months or 2 months, for something to change, do we call that a win? That's just us ignoring the fact that we lost and we're losing every day.
Do you feel like we're losing?
Yeah, I think so.
And also, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean for us to lose in this human experience?
I think that losing is not being on the right path. And I think that we have to constantly be looking inwards and facing the contradictions and seeing, is this path that we're on leading us to where we want to be? And I think we can take a look at history in order to be able to contextualize that.
I love hearing that from you here because I'm so grateful that you're in this audience, and my sister sends me the videos that you make all the time, and it really gives her hope, and she reposts them over and over and over and for her own medicine. And so to hear you kind of in this grounded way share that, but also you are a light, and you are sharing hope, and you are making people engage with their hope. So I feel like I don't know if it's a losing and winning. Does anybody else feel like it's a losing and winning thing?
I want to help expand on that perspective. I was just in the Museum of African American History, and you think about the timeline that it takes to free people. You think about the amount of time, and I don't know how old you are. It takes longer than 6 months to be free. It takes longer than 2 months to make progress. And I think that it's a very naive perspective that young people have to assume that you will receive the same kind of immediate gratification that you receive from social media, from changing systems and infrastructures that are ancient. War is an ancient thing. War is probably one of the constants and common things that we have within humanity.
Most of the world is currently in a state of war.
Right. And tomorrow is December 16th. It's the victory day for the Bangladeshi genocide. How many of you know that Bangladesh experienced the 5th largest genocide in history? Probably not many of you, right? And so I think that I appreciate what you're saying, but I would also urge us to know that freedom takes time and freedom takes endurance. And I think that we need to, in order to understand freedom, we need endurance, and we need to be mindful and critical. And so I hope that you don't lose your faith, and I hope that you know that you do have to keep calling your reps over and over and over and over and over again. And there are people that are still alive, that are old as hell, that are still fighting for their freedoms, and they didn't have social media, right? To assume that it would come by posting. That's just not how change works. And I think that it is really naive for us to believe that it is.